In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 WNBA games happening on August 14, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 WNBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Minnesota Lynx versus Connecticut Sun. The Connecticut Sun and Minnesota Lynx face off on the final day of the WNBA regular season at Mohegan Sun Arena. The Minnesota Lynx look for a win after splitting their last 10 games. The Connecticut Sun look for a win after winning 4 of their last 5 games. When these two teams faced off on July 24th, it was the Sun that won 86-79. The Sun comes into this game with a 24-11 record overall, and they have won 2 games in a row against the Los Angeles Sparks. In the last game against the Sparks, the Sun's offense scored 93 points, and that was enough to win by 24 points. Connecticut is averaging 86 points, while their defense is giving up 78 points per game. The offense is ranked 3rd in the league, while their defense is also ranked 3rd in the league. Jonquel Jones has been the top player for the Sun, averaging 15 points while shooting 50.9% from the field and 36.9% from behind the three-point line. The Connecticut Sun are shooting 35.3% from beyond the arc and 79% from the free throw line. The Connecticut Sun are allowing 32.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 36.9 rebounds per game. On the other side of this matchup is the Lynx, who sit with a 14-21 record overall. The Lynx need to win this game and get some help if they want to make the playoffs. In the last game against the Seattle Storm, the defense again struggled, giving up 96 points, and that led to the blowout defeat. The Lynx are averaging 82 points, while their defense is giving up 84 points per game. The Lynx's offense is ranked 4th in the league, while their defense is ranked 9th in the league. If the Lynx do lose this game and don't get the help, it will be the last game in the Hall of Fame career of Sylvia Fowles. The Minnesota Lynx are shooting 34% from beyond the arc and 77.5% from the free throw line. The Minnesota Lynx are allowing 34.4% shooting from deep and are grabbing 37.9 rebounds per game. The Lynx are 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 road games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Sun are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The over is 6-2 in Lynx last 8 overall. The over is 7-2 in Sun last 9 overall. The Lynx are 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Connecticut and 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings. Connecticut opened with a 94-84 victory over Minnesota and followed that up with an 86-79 win, covering the number in both. Connecticut has covered the number in each of his last 5 and has an outside chance of taking over the 1st or 2nd spot in the playoffs with a victory on Sunday. The Minnesota Lynx need a win to have any chance of sneaking into a playoff spot, but that's been the case for a while, and they continue to run hot and cold. The Connecticut Sun are playing their best ball of the season right now, and they're also playing for a top 2 seed if possible. Thick line, but the Sun are head and shoulders in better form and are hard to bet against at home. So the Connecticut Sun to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Minnesota Lynx are averaging 84 points on 44.6% shooting and allowing 84 points on 43.5% shooting. Sylvia Fowles is averaging 15.4 points and 9.9 rebounds, while Ariel Powers is averaging 14 points and 3.1 assists. Kayla McBride is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Moriah Jefferson is grabbing 2.7 rebounds. The Connecticut Sun are averaging 85.1 points on 45.7% shooting and allowing 78 points on 43.9% shooting. Jonquel Jones is averaging 14 points and 1.8 assists, while DeWanna Bonner is averaging 14 points and 4.8 rebounds. Brianna Jones is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Alyssa Thomas is grabbing 8.3 rebounds. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Dream versus New York Liberty. The New York Liberty and Atlanta Dream face off on the final day of the WNBA regular season at the Barclays Center. The Atlanta Dream look to snap a 3-game losing streak. The New York Liberty look for a win after winning 5 of their last 7 games. When these two teams faced off on Friday, it was the Liberty that secured the 80-70 victory. The Dream come into this game with a 14-21 record overall, and they have lost 3 games in a row. 2 games ago against the Las Vegas Aces, the defense was awful, giving up 97 points, and that led to the 7-point defeat. In the last game against the Liberty, the offense wasn't good enough, and that led to the loss. The Dream are averaging 78 points, while their defense is giving up 81 points per game. The offense is ranked 11th in the league, while their defense is ranked 4th in the WNBA. Star player Tiffany Hayes is still dealing with an ankle injury, and it's unclear if she's going to be able to go in this game. If she can't go, it's a big loss for the squad. The Atlanta Dream are shooting 35.2% from beyond the arc and 77.5% from the free throw line. The Atlanta Dream are allowing 33.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 35.6 rebounds per game. On the other side of this matchup is the New York Liberty, who sit with a 50-20 record overall, and if they win this game, they will be in the playoffs. The Liberty have won 2 games in a row, and 2 games ago against the Dallas Wings, they won 91-73. The Liberty are averaging 79 points, while their defense is giving up 82 points per game. The offense is ranked 9th in the league, while their defense is ranked 6th. Sabrina Ionescu has been the top player for the Liberty, averaging 18 points while shooting 41.9% from the field and 33.9% from behind the three-point line. The New York Liberty are shooting 34.4% from beyond the arc and 81.8% from the free throw line. The New York Liberty are allowing 33.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 34.4 rebounds per game. The Dream are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games, playing on 1 day's rest, and 1-7-1 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The Liberty are 9-3-1 against the spread in their last 13 versus Eastern Conference and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games, playing on 1 day's rest. The under is 6-1 in Dream last 7 Sunday games. The under is 4-1 in Liberty last 5 overall. The Dream are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in New York. New York is coming off a 10-point victory over Atlanta on Friday at Atlanta and will be playing at home on Sunday in the season finale. New York has covered the number in 4 of the last 6 played at home. Atlanta has struggled as the Dream has failed to cover the number in 8 of their last 9, and the Dream is 2-7 straight up in their last 9 overall. The Atlanta Dream need a win to have a shot at a playoff spot, but they've been rough over the last week with 3 straight losses, and they continue to have issues offensively, especially on the road. The New York Liberty have played well over the last 2 weeks, and they clinch a playoff spot with a victory here. When these 2 teams faced off on Friday, it was the Liberty that secured the 10-point victory, and they are going to do it again here. I don't think the Dream are going to score enough here, and that is going to be the difference as New York cruises to the victory. Sabrina Ionescu continues to put the Liberty on her back, and I'm not betting against her at home in a big game. So the New York Liberty to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Atlanta Dream are averaging 78 points on 42.1% shooting and allowing 81 points on 42.9% shooting. Tiffany Hayes is averaging 16 points and 3.6 rebounds, while Ryan Howard is averaging 16 points and 2.7 assists. Cheyenne Parker is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Ari McDonald is dishing 2.5 assists. The New York Liberty are averaging 79 points on 42.6% shooting and allowing 82 points on 42.1% shooting. Sabrina Ionescu is averaging 17.5 points and 6.4 assists, while Natasha Howard is averaging 15.3 points and 7.3 rebounds. Betna Jelani is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Maureen Johans is grabbing 1.8 rebounds. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana Fever versus Washington Mystics. The Washington Mystics and Indiana Fever face off on Sunday in a WNBA showdown at the Entertainment and Sports Center. The Indiana Fever look to snap a 17-game losing streak. The Washington Mystics look for a win after winning 8 of their last 12 games. When these 2 teams faced off on Friday, it was the Mystics that were able to win 82-70. The Fever comes into this game with a 5-30 record overall, and at this point, they are probably ready for the next season to start. The Fever have been so bad this season, and in the last game, they lost by 12, which didn't feel that bad. The Fever are averaging 78 points, while their defense is giving up 89 points per game. The offense is ranked 12th in the league, while their defense is ranked 12th in the league. Kelsey Mitchell has been the top player for the Fever, averaging 18 points while shooting 43.8% from the field and 40.9% from behind the three-point line. The Indiana Fever are shooting 33.8% from beyond the arc and 73% from the free throw line. The Indiana Fever are allowing 34.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 33.8 rebounds per game. On the other side of this matchup is the Washington Mystics, who sit with a 21-14 record overall, but they had lost 2 games in a row before winning the last game against the Indiana Fever. 2 games ago against the Los Angeles Sparks they were competitive but were defeated 79-76. The Mystics are averaging 80 points, while their defense is giving up 76 points per game. The offense is ranked 8th in the league, while their defense is ranked 1st in the league. The Mystics know to find the success they need the defense to be good, and that is going to be the key here. The Washington Mystics are shooting 34.4% from beyond the arc and 77.7% from the free throw line. The Washington Mystics are allowing 32.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 35.1 rebounds per game. The Fever are 3-0-1 against the spread in their last 4 road games and 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Mystics are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 versus Eastern Conference and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The under is 9-4 in Fever last 13 road games. The under is 4-1 in Mystics last 5 overall. The Fever are 1-3-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Washington. The Washington Mystics don't have a ton to play for in this spot, as they've clinched a playoff spot already and are going to settle for a middle seed. However, the Indiana Fever continue to pile up the losses, and they're not covering numbers despite being big underdogs in all of these games. It's not a pretty line, but the Fever are a tough sell given what we've seen over the last 2 months. The Fever only scored 70 points in the last game against the Mystics, and I think they will finish even lower than that here. The Mystics will get over the 82 points they scored in the last game, and that is going to be the difference here as Washington gets the job done. I want nothing to do with the Fever, a team that's been an automatic fade for a while now, so the Washington Mystics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Washington Mystics are averaging 80 points on 43.8% shooting and allowing 75 points on 42.5% shooting. Alina Del Don is averaging 17 points and 6.4 rebounds, while Ariel Atkins is averaging 15 points and 3.2 rebounds. Natasha Cloud is the 3rd double-digit scorer and Alicia Clark is grabbing 4.5 rebounds. The Indiana Fever are averaging 78 points on 40.9% shooting and allowing 88 points on 47.2% shooting. Kelsey Mitchell is averaging 19 points and 4.2 assists, while Nalissa Smith is averaging 14 points and 8 rebounds. Victoria Vivians is the 3rd double-digit scorer and Queen Egbo is grabbing 6.8 rebounds. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.